What's going on? What's going on? Let me readjust this camera. All right, got a few minutes here to go ahead and chop this fable. So of course, if you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. For today's topic, let me roll this damn window up. Got old school roll up windows for the daily driver. Believe it or not, this is the daily driver car. All right, so what I wanted to discuss today, a two-part topic. It's pretty much related to the same thing. Pretty sure everybody's aware of what Nike recently did with they pulled a shoe with the Betsy flag that was basically knitted in the 1770, I think it was 1700s or something like that. But it basically symbolized the 13 American colonies, the 13 original colonies of America that were pretty much built on the backs of slaves. So with that said, Nike has pulled their shoe from off the shelves that had the 13 colony flag on it. As a matter of fact, I'm not even sure it made it to shelves or not, but I know they ended up pulling the product because Colin Kaepernick basically called foul on it. Like, yo, look, I'm supposed to be the face of Nike. That shoe is offensive. That shoe should be pulled off of the market. And you got a lot of white supremacists complaining about it, upset. They're not too happy about the particular action that Nike's taking. Well, here's the thing. Whenever you release a product, of course, and this is with anything, and you can take the NFL for instance, great example. Whenever you have a product, you have to look at your core fan base. Who is spending the most money on this product? Who is the driving force or factor keeping our pockets lined with cash? And in that case, it was the white people. So that's why they basically made people stop kneeling or issue heavy fines to anybody who kneeled on the field. You don't have to be out when the flag was being saluted or what have you, or the national anthem was being sang. But you know, they basically wanted to pacify their core base of where they would get most of their money from. I mean, most of these people that have these tickets, season tickets, these are mostly Caucasian people. So with that said, it makes sense that they would pander to their audience, and I understood that. So my thing is this, same thing with Nike. We look at Nike, the majority of people who buy Nike mostly are African Americans. Let's be real here. All throughout history, you can look at different parts of different neighborhoods once upon a time where if you had fresh Nikes on, you got your ass whipped and they took your Nikes. And this is facts. So I mean, can't argue with facts on that one. So Nike, I think they made a decision that was pretty much based on what their base was. And do I think it was the right decision? Absolutely. I think this shit was offensive, and I think they were right to recall it. Now, my whole thing about this, I think Doug Ducey or whatever the hell his name is, the governor from Arizona, basically said that he wasn't too happy about the decision that was made to pull the shoe from the shelves by Nike. So he wanted to pull funding for having a Nike warehouse. Sorry about that. Having a Nike warehouse in Arizona, which would have cost, it's gonna cost hella jobs basically. It's gonna cost hella jobs to Arizona and that Nike warehouse, because he wants to pull funding to prevent the warehouse from being there, or the whatever building from being there, to not manufacture Nikes. Well, here's the thing about that, buddy. You're costing your own state jobs because you're being prejudiced. People refuse to see shit from anybody's point of view but their own. This is why we're in the problem we're in. We're in the situation we're in with these problems. People are bullheaded and they refuse to actually give a fuck about anybody else's point of view but themselves. I mean, the 13 colony flag, you can call it controversial all you want. And another issue they have about that 13 colonies flag too, a lot of the alt-right racist groups, hate groups that are like anti-black specifically and believe in white supremacy, a lot of these groups tote that flag, man. So like, yo, y'all need to jump on some of these white supremacist groups if you're gonna be upset about it. Like, yo, look, tell these dudes, you know, if you feel that strongly about the flag, they shouldn't be bearing a flag like that. And then on top of that, isn't that disrespecting the flag to put a flag on clothing anyway? Let's not even get into the technicals of that topic, man, because when you start getting into technicals, it starts to make less and less sense. So yeah, I pretty much think that you know, Colin Kaepernick pretty much was dead on point again. I haven't heard him say anything not on point yet. And he never does it in an offensive nature either. People take it offensively because when he addresses white supremacists, they see themselves. And I've learned that over the last few years, man. People that you don't know are racist, if they get offended by you calling out racism, a lot of times they're racist themselves. Or people that are uncomfortable about the shit. I mean, if you're not okay with racism and shit, you should have no problem with somebody calling it out. It's just like a child molester, man. You shouldn't have a problem with a person calling out a child molester if the person's supposed to be watching kids, because you don't want your kids to be molested, so you call them out. Same exact scenario. So that's pretty much my stance on that whole entire thing. What do you guys think about it, man? The whole scenario is interesting, and it's good to see, you know, Colin Kaepernick has that much pull with Nike. But when they put him as the face, man, sales skyrocketed. Hell, I went out and bought some damn Nikes. I bought 2 pair of Nike Air Jordan 1s. Colin Kaepernick's the face, goddamn right. And I was never really a Jordan Nike guy really like that, pretty much. I may have had my whole life 4 pairs of Jordans, including the ones I just bought. So that's pretty much why I'm with that whole entire scenario. And that's pretty much it about that. And as many of you may know, actually nobody probably knows now that I think about it, I recently left my old gym not too long ago, a few weeks ago. Moving on, so gotta get some things taken care of before I return to full-time jiu-jitsu like I used to. I still train, but not as frequent as I did before. So I basically just do it when I can. But man, I'm trying not to get out of shape. I'm headed into class somewhere else now. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that particular topic in terms of the Colin Kaepernick thing. And if you feel like you left your gym for whatever reason, you know, if you want to comment in the bottom of the comment section, I'd be glad to talk to anybody who wants to comment. And meanwhile, I'll holler at you guys on the next run. Peace out.